always being transparent and honest about why you've been out of the market. I wouldn't necessarily, a lot of times people add that to their resume. I wouldn't really add, like some people say, like, sabbatical, whatever it might be, depending upon what that was for. I mean, I rather just see the resume actually where it ended. And then you just have to be able to tell the story and really being able to be honest about the story of why you've been on the market. I've placed people who've been on the market for a couple of years, especially stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads, or someone who's been, helping like a sick parent or a parent who's terminal. I mean, I've actually gone through that myself. My mom passed away, 7 years ago. So I kind of know what it feels like to be in that seat. But you have to be able to be transparent and tell the story. And you'd be surprised. I think sometimes people are too worried about, there's times to be really, really genuine. And I think this is just a human, this is a human industry. I think being really honest about that up front instead of like a little bit cryptic, I think you'd be surprised it speaks to more people than you would think. Sometimes it builds rapport. Like when I placed the working mom who'd been out of work for a couple of years, like I was placing her with a working mom. So she was like, I totally get it. I totally get it. Like, I wish I had the luxury of being off for a couple of years. I didn't. It's so great that she gets it. And the fact that she wants to jump back in. And I'd say when you're out of the job market for a couple of years, though, you also have to be able to put a little skin in the game. And what I mean by that is be open to the contract to hire opportunity, be open to the opportunity to prove yourself, right? To say, hey, because I'd say what they worry about most about you being out of the job market for a couple of years isn't necessarily your technical acumen as much as it is your IT skills, anything that, we all know there's like, the new Apple phone comes out every hot minute, right? Like, so like new technology, that's what they worry most about is your ability. You've been out of the market for a couple of years. Technology, even just a couple of years, has changed. So I'd say if you are looking for something to add to your skill set while you're looking, something on the tech side that's systems related to your business is highly advantageous because it actually shows that you're willing to work and put the time in because that's where you'd be lacking. That's the biggest concern is systems, because that's what's changed, technology, everything else surrounding it. But then also, like I said, being willing, you might have to take a step back to take a step forward, but also the contract to hire route is also a really good way. I mean, and make sure you offer that up. Say, listen, I know I've been on the market for a couple of years. I've been willing to come in on an interim base or, contract basis to see if this is a good fit for me, for you. And then if it doesn't work out, no one feels misled. It's a kind of try before you buy. And it's not just for the company, it's for you too. Because if you jump in and then you quickly realize, gosh, this has been really great. I've gained some good experience, but I don't really think this is a long-term home for you. Well, when you say, you know what, thanks, it's been great, but I think I'd probably need to go a different direction. No one feels like jaded because there was no permanent commitment there. But you got to have to be open to being a little flexible and kind of, offer up some proving ground. And I think even when you see a permanent role out there, approaching the hiring manager and saying, listen, I have done that job before. It's been a couple of years, but I'd be willing to kind of jump in on a attempt to hire type of basis. No guarantee to hire. I obviously have to kind of do the work, but I'd be more than happy to jump in there if that's something you're open to. I think we forget about that piece sometimes.